everyone. We are going to continue our lesson featuring the artist Solomon LeWitt, or Saul. Here he is once again in his studio. Last time we were together, we saw his pieces of art. Let's just take a quick look at some of the art that he created. We also talked about taking photographs to create our own autobiography. These are the murals that he created, the installations. He created the blueprints and the designs, sent them to the galleries or museums, and different assistants would paint them on the walls for him. These are the structures designed by Saul LeWitt too. He designed the pieces and other people created them. He's also famous for creating different art books. He would have published little sets of books and then sell those. The star of the show for our photography project was this piece of art called Autobiography, and it was made in 1980. And it was a pictorial representation of Saul LeWitt's work, of his life, his studio, his cabinets, his books, his furniture. Basically took pictures of everything within his studio. They're always per page, 9 in a grid, and they're all the same size. We have the shoes, electrical, tools and strings, books, things on his table, just random items, wood floor, different lights, different times of day, fabric, windows, clocks and appliances. Just gives you a really great view into the artist's life and world. Gates covering windows. Now it's time for you to create. You're going to use 3 apps today to make your own autobiography. You're going to use your photo roll, the photos that you took last time. You need this app here called Collage EDU. It's in the student portal. And you're going to use Seesaw that we use every week. Now we need to take those photos and make them into a piece of art. This is my sample of what I made, and I wanted you to see it so that you could know where you're going to end up, what your end product is going to look like. I took 9 of my photos, turned them into black and white, and then I arranged them using Collage. It says, Mrs. David, autobiography, my Zoom art room, which is really at El Sierra, the reading room at El Sierra, because our El Sierra reading teacher is now teaching 1st grade, so her room was available for my Zoom calls. I made this in Collage EDU, and it was made in 2021. I selected photos that showed my room here every day where I work. Now it's time for you to create. Today you're going to look back at some of the photos you took last week for common themes or common shapes. You're going to edit your photos using the crop tool and a filter to turn them black and white. When I'm in my camera app, I choose edit. Then over here on the left side, there's a cropping tool. Crop means to cut the edges and cut out some of that background space. I'm also going to choose this center one right here that has 3 circles. That gives me all different kinds of filters. I want to choose the last one that says Nor so that it's more black and white. Or if there's a black and white option on my iPad, there's not. So I'm going to choose another photo, edit. First I'm going to crop my photo by cutting the edges. Maybe I'll bring this in just a little bit. And then I'll choose the one above it here in the middle, and I'll change it by sliding the filter up to North. Now that I'm done editing my photos, I will choose this app right here, Collage, that I downloaded from the student portal. Now I'm ready to select my photos. So I choose the button up here at the top, and I choose the 9 photos that I want for my project. Okay, I have 9 photos selected. See up here at the top how it shows you how many you have selected? Once you select 9 here, that has equal pictures like a grid. Now I can go in and I can pinch and move my zoom in, zoom out, my pictures. I like that. I'm done. I'll come over here. Ooh, backgrounds. I just want a white background on mine. So I would want to do layout and backgrounds, and then I'm ready to turn it in. Here's the background right here, and I'm on white. Okay, I'll hit check. Okay, I like my design. I'm going to say done. Now it's going to ask you to save to your photo library. This saved to my library. You can tell because it has this little arrow right here that says save to library. Now I'll go into my photo library. And here is my artwork ready to upload to Seesaw. Last thing you need to do is you need to import your autobiography artwork on the Seesaw template 5.15. Then you'll write a sentence or two about why you selected the photos that you did. What do these photos say about your life? It's important that artists reflect on their work and tell their story in words and in pictures. Here in the Seesaw template. This is where you will post your Seesaw picture biography, and then you're going to answer the question using a text box. What do these photos say about your life? What is your autobiography? On page 2, this is my sample. As you can see, I created my black and white pic collage autobiography, and I pasted it here from my camera roll. And I said, this set of photos documents my life teaching art during the 2020-2021 school year. This was a unique year where I didn't have to travel around to different schools each day. I stayed at El Sierra and I taught students on Zoom using the reading room as my tiny art room. In the 24 years that I've been teaching, I've never gotten to stay in one place every day. I took the photos of the items that were within my tiny art room, like my water bottle, clock, color wheel, glue sticks. This photo will remind me of how much flexibility we all had this year. Don't forget to tap the green check to submit your work to your art teacher.